students, I am Hemlata Singh, computer teacher. Today I will teach you class 9, chapter 5, Introduction to Linux. Students, today I will teach you about types of users in Linux. There are 4 types of users in Linux: system administrator, file owner, group owner, and others users. System administrator is primarily responsible for the smooth operations of the system. The system administrator switch on the system console as server machine. He also creates users and groups of users for the system and take backup timely to prevent the loss of data due to system breakdown. The system administrator is also known as the root user, and they have all the rights for the Linux system. Now next is file owner. The owner of a file is one who creates a file. He can perform any operations on that file: copying, deleting, and editing, etc. Group owner. Suppose there is a team of 5 working professionals. One of them is a team leader, and they are working on a Linux system. And each professional is having his own assignment to do. The database between them are shareable, and these data files have been created in the team leader's home directory. One user may be created in the one user may have to link or join with another user in order to view the results. Each user can link to the file or directly access the file. The team leader is said to be the group owner for the file. A group of users is also given a name, just as a user is given a name. And other users in this user system, all the users of the system who are not member of the team are referred to as other users. In group owner, all the users of the system who are not members of the team are referred to as other users for the files or that group. Other users are those who do not belong to the particular group. In an organization, the member of account section and finance department could be treated as other users. Now, computer files and its types. Now, this is the hierarchical structure of Linux file system. Here is a main root directory and bin directory, device directory, etc directory, home directory, boot directory, and temporary directory. All directory store the files of computer related computer system, but home directory for user. All users make their file in this home directory. And here home directory, suppose here a user create Delhi directory, other is Mumbai directory, and Agra directory. And in Delhi directory there are 2 files, east and west. So home directory only for user to create their directories and files. Now bin directory, this directory contains common Linux user command. We use many commands in Linux operating system like cp, cat, and rm, etc. So bin command stores all the files of related to commands, and these utilities are the commands available under the Linux system. These are in binary format. Hence the name of this directory is bin directory. Now dev means it contains all the device related files for the system, like keyboard, mouse, etc. all the device of system. These include terminal devices, that is TTY, star hard disk, RAM, etc. User directly access these device through the device files. And here etc. This directory store administrator configuration files such as the password file. These are generally the essential miscellaneous system programs and configuration files. Now home directory. This directory generally contains all the home directories of users. And boot directory, it contains the bootable Linux kernel and bootloader configuration files. And here temp directory, it is to boot directory. And temp directory, the directory has information specific to different utilities or utilities of Linux. So in Linux, the file name should be up to 256 character long. The file name contains special character except this slash, and it accepts both lowercase and uppercase alphabets and case sensitive. The file name should not have a blank or tag. Now types of Linux, types of files in Linux. There are three types of files in Linux: ordinary files, directory files, and special files. All data is stored in Linux in files, and ordinary files. All files in this category are created by user. It includes all the data files, object files, program files, and all types of executable files. A user can make change to such files. So this type of file is ordinary files. Next is directory file. When a user creates a directory, the Linux automatically creates a directory file. A directory file cannot be modified by a user, but it is automatically modified by the system. When a new file or a subdirectory is created to the directory. And next is special files. These special files are associated with input-output devices and are found in the standard Linux directories like dev and etc. User cannot modify this file. Linux support the four types of special file. These are character device file, block device file, hard link, and symbolic link file. The character device file can read and write data one character at a time. These files are also called sequentially accessed. These files are also called sequentially accessed files and sequentially accessed device. The block device file can access a block of data at a time. Block data can be either 512 or 1024 bytes, and hard link are special files that allow a single file to have multiple links. And these files is used only for a file, not for a directory. Symbolic links, which is also known as soft link, and are generally similar to hard link, except that they can work across different file systems. Now file access permissions. File access permissions denoted by R, W, and X means R means read, W means write, and X means executable. Here action on a file permission R. Action on a file permits you to display, copy, and compile the file, and action on directory it permits you to list the contents of the directory. And W write permission, which we denoted by this W symbol, allows you to edit, rename, or move the file to another location. And on the directory, it allows you to create new files and subdirectories within this directory. And for executable. Action on file, it permits you to execute the file, and action on directory, it permits you to move to the directory using the cd command. So these are the permissions which is given by the file owner or group owner. Now wildcard characters. The Linux shell gives us the facility to perform in operating system a set of files without having to give full name of the files on which the work is to be done. This is made possible by the use of some special character in the command in place of the actual full names. The Linux shell interprets these special characters as a specific pattern of characters. These special characters are called wildcard characters. So there are three types of wildcard characters: asterisk and question mark, and square bracket. Here asterisk means it matches none or one character or a string of more than one character, and question mark it matches only one character, and here bracket matches only one of the specified set of characters. These are the wildcard characters which makes our work easy to search any files in Linux operating system. Now working with mouse in Linux. Here a mouse is a pointing device which allows user to select and move item on the screen. It works on all the GUI graphical user interface software. So we use mouse in Linux operating system in graphical user interface mode, and basic operation performed by mouse are click, double click and drag. Here click means pressing and releasing the left mouse button is called click, and double click pressing and releasing twice a mouse button quick is called mouse button is quickly is called as double click. Now drag, position the mouse pointer over an object, folder, file name, and then press and hold down the left mouse button and then move the mouse as to where you want to place the object, and then release the button. And next is right click. Pressing the right mouse button, pressing and releasing the right mouse button is called right click. So here your chapter is end.